Well, yeah, any song, I'm your man. Yep, I can do this, no problems at all. If you want me to join the worship team, and yeah, I've got my own personal recording studio here, and I'm good to go.
When we started getting together, we didn't have any worship band and we listened to the iTunes.
I was involved in food bank for a number of years, just to feed the people of the local area that were in need at the time. We brought it here and sorted it through and handed it out to people in the local area.
I first came to Seaton Church to go to food bank. My life was a mess. I was scared, I was lonely. Barry, Chloe, Aileen, everyone rallied around me, and here I am 10 years later, clean and sober. God's done an amazing work in my life and I just love him to bits.
My first Sunday ever at Seaton was actually a baby dedication. I had just come from a church where I was literally related to everyone, and it just felt so right that I came in as everybody was celebrating this family and their new baby.
We've seen numerous baptisms here at Seaton Community Church, some of which have been here within the church and others have been over at the North Sea. And it's just been amazing to see people making real life confessions of their faith through baptism.
We bring the curry night to Seaton Community Church. The curry we mix and bring it here, we invite the people to come along the church. And then while they're eating the curry, the pastor or the leaders from the church, they deliver the gospel.
Here at Seaton we've done so much when it comes to kids ministries, whether that's from Sunday school or putting on events during the summer periods to feed the children and their families, or having events happening every week through youth groups, whether that's 116, 116 Plus, or even Seaton Youth.
At Young Adults this year, we have done Alpha. We've also shared in fellowship by having food for each other and having games nights, and it's just been a really great time last year of getting to know sort of the students and young adults in church.
Tess and I were involved with the Rehoboth mission in the Philippines, the children's home, and we actually ended up doing a mission trip out there, which was with the church, which was absolutely amazing.
Cage football is something we do Mondays. On Monday evenings we set up a cage where the kids, school-age kids, get to play football, and then at half-time we share something about the gospel.
I started to do cage football. I was determined I wasn't going to go into a food bank, but I became a volunteer and I loved that. And now I am a volunteer of doing team coffee on a Sunday and welcome.
Probably some 5 years ago, I started to get a very clear feeling in my heart that I was going to be heavily involved in providing a building for Seaton Community Church. There was a very definite guidance, vision from God, and I knew that if this was God's will, it was going to happen.
One of the things I remember from the building project was just the real initial conversations where we were talking about finance, we were talking about building it, and it was really a step of faith, and God really took us on a journey and showed that He can provide, that He can bring it all together in the right timing, and you just have to look around now to see what God has done.
The building as it's finished up is pretty close to the original vision. There is absolutely no question that the hand of God has been with us all the way.